Right, everyone. I hope you can see me okay and hear me all right. My new camera and speaker didn't want to work, so we're back on the old one for now. But hey ho. So the other day on my Instagram, I put up a poll up of who wants to see why I entered a trade, a UJ trade. It was running in profit to start. It did lose. Unfortunately, it did lose, but I am a full-time trader, so I know my system works majority of the time. So I just wanted to kind of go over what I looked for that particular trade. Hopefully, it'll benefit you in some way. Hopefully, I'll tell you what. Right, so when I pop back up. So initially, this is the 4 hour. So as you can see, we've took out this liquidity and we've had a big impulse down. That to me is telling me that it is a bank of sort or a big company to take all of that drop. So there's your liquidity. There's more liquidity. So that is shifted. So we're in sells. For me now, I'm just looking for sells. So let's go. Let's just drop down. Let's drop down to the 15-minute. For some reason, I keep disappearing on your screen. So here's the 15-minute. Part of that 4 hour impulse, you can see this perfect wick, lovely wick. That to me, to the top of this candle, that to me will be an order block on a shorter time frame. So this is the 15-minute, and that is my order. That's my area of interest. So yes, we have tapped it already, and you can jump in straight for a sell, but I didn't. I jumped down to the 1 minute, which I will show you in a second. I've probably gone off your screen again. When I'm changing time frames, I disappear. I don't know why, but that's the joys of technology. So now we're in the 1 minute, and what the 1 minute can be a bit of a bastard to trade, but you can get some really lovely percentage. I don't know why I've gone blurry. 2 seconds. See if I can get out of the blur. Okay, right. Ignore it. Right, I'm back to normal now. So, oh, come on. Oh, this is... Okay, right. Sorry about that, guys. So, as you can see, the top of this wick and the bottom of this wick, that area between them two white lines is imbalance. That imbalance needs filling. Yes, a lot of people, this is another order block, smaller time frame. And it does respond from that as well, as you'll see. But for now, I want the imbalance to be took out. So if we zoom out and get them, if we get them lines dragged across. Come on. Right, okay, here we go. So I'm looking for this area in the white lines to be filled before I take any entries. And we are on replay mode now, so I will zoom in a little so you can see it, and we will fast forward it a bit. Right. So as you can see over here, there'll be FOMO. They might have took 1%, 2%, and that's great. 1-2% a day, even a week, will make you a profitable trader. But we look for the bigger percentage. So we want to take out the rest of the imbalance there, because the top line is all of the imbalance. So if we keep playing it, right, perfect. So now I'm looking for this bottom on the 1 minute, because that's the last impulse. I'm looking for that to be broke. So let's have a look. Let's drop a couple of candles. So that's broke, and it's not retraced just yet. You'll know when it retraces. Right. Now you know it's having a pullback. And you know that because the last down candle, which was this one, has been took out. That is a pullback. So you have got this area here is an order block. But what I did personally, I jumped in at the 50% mark. So I'll just get a couple of positions on the screen ready. So I'm going to show you where I entered, and I'm going to show you where you could have entered and got a lot of profit. So hopefully this is useful, guys. I appreciate any comments that you want to put down of if it helped, if it didn't help, you know, what I could do in the future for you guys. So right, here's my entry 042, I think it was. So, and I had it on a 10 pip stop loss, and I was targeting like 50R because I always target dead high because you want the trade, you want to let your trade run. Personally, for me, it's worked. You want to let your trade run as long as possible and just trail stop loss, because that trade might fly off and never retrace, and you might have only took a 3% when it drops down to 20%. So why not be a part of it? And even if you get, you know, fear of losing it, fear of it retracing, then just let it go for a massive impulse. And if you think it's going to pull back, then just take it, because it might be like 8%, which is really great. You know what I mean? So don't worry about taking it. If it shoots down and you're in profit, don't worry about taking it, as long as you take money from the market. I'm just saying that you can take a lot of percentage. So anyway, for the sake of this, we'll just do it as a 10R. I'll leave that across there. So I'm waiting for this area, the 50% area, and I've covered, as you can see, I've covered the order block above. So let's play price, see what happens. So here I'm thinking, oh yeah, we're selling. It's going up a little bit, retrace. We've tapped into the order block, but there's still time to get it in the blue. You start sinking a little bit. All right, there you are. Before you know it, we took out. So that is -1R. I think I only risked. No, I think I did risk a 1% on that. So just because I was on the 1 minute, and the profit margin can be quite big. So then I was thinking, oh, this could be a sweep of the high, just to take a bit more liquidity, because whatever in the market, it's all manipulated. Personally, I think it's all manipulated. Some people don't believe it, but I do. And you learn where the manipulations are, like trend lines, you know, that you should jump on and sell. Don't, because more than likely they get took out. And you can, all over this chart now, I can see trend lines that get took out. I'll tell you what, I'll draw a few on, for instance. So there's two that touch clearly, and there's the one in the middle. Some people might class as that as trying to touch. That's liquidity. That gets took out. You've got this low, that candle there to that one. There's free touches. Don't listen to free touches, because they just get took out. So as you can see, look, we took all their money. Oh, we took all their money. You know, so just bear that in mind, guys. Right, so there's a sweep. And then for this sweep to be, for this to be the start of the selling point, I need the low that created the high. Let me do this a bit bigger so you can see. And there's the sweep. So we'll do that a bit bigger as well. Right, so I want this low, guys, to be broke. Before I'm interested, I want it to be broke. So let's just forward a couple of candles. Okay, it keeps taking sweeps out. So as you can see here, we have took some more sweep, but which is fine because we've not broke the low that created that high yet. And also I can see we're starting to create some liquidity there underneath when it goes where I want. So that is liquidity under there. That is still liquidity. It's another sweep. Sometimes it sweeps, especially with UJ, it can sweep for quite a while and then it will do a massive drop. And as you'll see in a second, we get the massive drop. And there's the big drop. So, yeah, unfortunately, that's kind of gone without us. So, I don't know if I'd be looking for an entry now because the next kind of order block area is up here. And if that pulls back all that way, I'd be looking for it to break it. I mean, I tell you what, let's play it out and just see, because we're all here to learn. Let's go supersonic speed. So we pull back a little bit. You think, oh, it could still sell off. Will it tap into that area? It's going up a little bit. Let me just extend it. It'd be nice to see what happens. Hopefully you can take something from this. Right, there's a lot of, it's like creating like a mini range. This is on the 1 minute, don't forget. So we're coming up. We're back into the old imbalance area. Right, so we have tapped in to the middle of the order block. So some people jump straight in. I've not got my what's it. I'll tell you what. Let me just replicate 2 of these. Well, I'm trying not to make the area messy as well. Right. So some people have this either on the order block or in the center. Even if you went for the center, let's see. 10 pips and NR. Let's just see how that would have played out for you. Nope. Unfortunately, that would have been a loss as well. So by this point, remove all the lines, all the drawings. Take all the drawings off. Close your laptop or whatever. Close your phone. Go and walk the dogs. Go and do something. Just clear your head after a trade that goes kind of wrong, and then just get back on it later. Chart up and just see what's there. You know. Unfortunately, I think my biggest mistake on this trade, and for you guys to watch out, is it was that massive imbalance that was left above, which is all orders waiting to be took. But because from previous data, I know that we normally have quite a good response from this kind of zone. So I was looking for a good sell off, you know. But unfortunately, you can see all that imbalance. Obviously, we're on the way to fill it now. So yeah, that's just something to watch out for. Be very wary if there is imbalance above. Yeah, I'll tell you where you could have got in and where I noticed a minute ago and where I should have got in. But at the time, I can't remember what time it was, UK time, that you would have been looking. 6:30 in the morning, yeah. So I'm on the way to the gym at this point. So I've not really got time to look at the charts so much. So I admitted I took my loss there. It is what it is. I did have a larger one on the 15 minute, which went into some profit, and then that hit break even. But the 1 minutes are the ones to kind of get the best entries. So if I chop this again, so the best place you could have got in here is, as you know, we keep taking the sweep, And we keep setting sweeps up and taking them. We've set a sweep up there, we've took it. We've set another little one up here and we've took it. So you know that we're on to a drop soon. And obviously I said about this liquidity earlier, we're forming a bit of a trend line there. And now we've took the trend line out. You kind of want to pull back. So let's just play the next candle and just see. Right, is that gonna? So that's the right. So this perfect. So this candle here has been broken by this candle next to it. It's too small to put a line, but anyway. And then you've got the same rule again. So there to the bottom, 50%. If you just put this at 50%, and you've got 10 pips, that 10 pips covers it quite a lot. To be honest, you could probably just go to the top. If you do 7 pips, which is 7 pips, is still quite a lot. Some people only use like a 1 pip stop loss, and they can make ridiculous RR. But anyway, so if you went for a 10, say a 10R again, let's see what would have happened. So it's a 1 minute entry off of a sweep that was on a 15-minute order block, if that makes total sense. So let me move me out of the way. In fact, I'll move me over there. Right, so let's play it, guys, and see what happens. Oh, beautiful. Look at that. Look at that. Did it tap us? Did it tap us out? Oh, look at that. That'd be so annoying. But unfortunately, guys, this happens in trading. As you can see, it literally just taps us in. We nearly missed the whole move. You know, this second trade isn't one that I took. The first one I took and it lost. But I'm just showing you where you could have made a second entry, especially if you're on your charts. Oh, my voice. If you're on your charts at 6:30 in the morning. But yeah, so that nearly hit 10%. If you risked 1%, even if with it being your second entry, you risked 0.5%, you've made nearly 5% on one trade in, what's that, about 9 minutes. So in 10 minutes, you could have done your month's work or week's work, whatever you kind of aim for. But I personally, if that went that close, and if I was thinking about it, if I was watching it, and especially in your head, you think, oh, what if it turns back? Then just take it, guys. Like you're barely a couple of pips off. You know, you're not losing that area. Might be a tenner, it might be £2, it might be a 50p, it might be 100 quid, but the rest of it is the majority, and you've took from the market. That's the main thing. So yeah, even if you just went for, I mean, if you went for your free, if you went for a standard free, then well, that was same in that particular candle. But yeah, so you've got your sweep of the high. So if you're thinking of FOMO, just think that sweep needs to be took out. That high more than likely is took out, and then you want a break, something that breaks the top and the bottom of the impulse up, if that makes any sense. Hopefully it does. It took me a while to understand, especially institutional trading and smart money and all that jazz. But I'm learning more every day. But especially on this trade itself, it showed me even more to myself what I can do better in future. And one of the main things is be very wary if there is quite a lot of imbalance above. Now it's, to me, this is now a sell market. But because there's quite a lot of imbalance above, it needs to be, before it wants to shoot down even further, it could do with being all took out. I was just hoping for a quick 10. Well, no, I was hoping for a 50R because of previous. But you can get a quick 10% from this sell. But anyway, I'm waffling, so I'm going to jump out and just go on. Let's go on the 4 hour. Is the 4 hour a bit too? Let's go on the 15-minute and let's just show you how it plays out in the end. Let's get rid of all of the drawings. Right, as you can see, it's a massive wick as well. So you'd be annoyed if you didn't take it. But you know, sometimes you've got to let your trade do what it does best. All right, 2 seconds. All right, we're going to put that right in the way. Right, let's play this, guys, and let's just see. Yep, as you can see, it keeps creating a high and then it keeps sweeping it. And it'll probably keep sweeping it all the way up to this top. Yeah, so we're very high, and you know, I'm personally waiting for a massive drop. Obviously, I was waiting for it a bit early, but as you can see here, this whole area is the first. This is the extreme. If it goes to that, then I'd be looking for a lovely sell-off. If anything, guys, if you're still watching this, if I've not bored you to tears and you're still in, that could be a sweep. So if you do jump in on a sell here, just cover yourself a bit, you know, just if you do jump in around here, then just cover. Let's see what that is. That's quite a lot. But even if you go for a 40 pip stop loss, just cover yourself a bit in case it sweeps it, and then just go to the lows, go to the low. And even then, that's an 11, well, even more. If you get to this area, this order block here, then that's a 12.4%. And that area dropped in I think within a day. Well, yeah, within half a day or so, that dropped there. So if it does the same again, you've made 12, nearly 13% in one bloody day. So happy days. But if it takes a bit longer, you're still taking money. So anyway, with that being said, hopefully you've learned a little bit from it. I know I waffle on a bit. I'm just trying to go in so much detail for you guys to help you understand it, help me understand where I could probably improve in the future. But yeah, so I'll catch you on the next one, and please like and subscribe and follow my Instagram at The Rule of 7. Cheers, guys.